Have you ever walked into a store and just wondered, wait, why has the price of this changed since last week? One day it's one thing, the next it's another, and it feels completely random. Well, surprise, it's not. There's a hidden conversation happening all around us, a kind of market language that decides every price you pay. And in the next few minutes, we're going to learn how to speak it.
So, yeah, why does this happen? I mean, this question literally impacts your wallet every single day, from the gas in your car to the milk in your fridge. The answer, though, is actually pretty simple, and it's one of the most powerful ideas in all of economics.
Let's take this example from a market in Nigeria. But really, this could be happening anywhere. Tomatoes are 2,000 naira today, but just last week they were 1,200. You see that price, you probably sigh, but you still need tomatoes, right? Well, that single frustrating moment is the perfect window into the two powerful forces that shape the price of everything we buy.
All right, to understand how a price is born, we need to meet the two main characters in this whole economic story. First up, it's us, the buyers, and our collective behavior has a name: demand.
Demand really just boils down to two crucial words: willing and able. Willing means you want it. Able means you can actually afford it. Think about it. You might be willing to buy a private jet, but if you're not able to, you're not actually part of the demand for them. You've got to have both. This leads to a fundamental rule. They call it the law of demand, but honestly, something we all know deep down. When the price of something we want goes down, we're way more likely to buy more of it. But when that price shoots up, we buy less, or maybe we don't buy it at all. It's just that simple inverse relationship.
And if you were to draw this out on a graph, it would create what's called a demand curve, which pretty much always slopes downward. It's just a simple way of showing that as the price on the side drops, the amount people are willing to buy along the bottom goes up.
And you see this principle play out everywhere. In Nigeria, when mobile data gets cheaper, people start streaming more video. In the US, when Netflix hikes its prices, what happens? People cancel their subscriptions. It's the exact same law of demand at work, just on different continents.
Okay, so that's one side of the story, the buyers. But we can't buy what isn't for sale. So let's meet our second character in this drama, the sellers. And this is the story of supply.
See the similar wording there? Just like with demand, willing and able are the magic words. A farmer might be able to grow 1,000 baskets of tomatoes, sure, but they are only willing to actually sell them if the price makes it worth their while.
Now, the law of supply is basically the mirror opposite of demand. For sellers, a higher price is a huge incentive. It means more profit. So when prices go up, they're excited to sell more. But if prices drop too low, it might not even be worth the effort, so they supply less.
And so, logically, the graph for supply does the exact opposite of the demand curve. It slopes upward. This just shows that as the price gets higher, producers are happy to supply more and more of their product to the market.
So we have buyers who want low prices, and we have sellers who want high prices. It seems like they're in a total conflict, right? So how do they ever agree on anything? Well, this brings us to the most exciting part of the story, the price agreement.
This is really where the magic of the market happens. How do these two opposing forces, buyers pulling down, sellers pushing up, come together to create one single price we all agree on?
You know, you can think of it less like a war and more like a dance. Or, okay, maybe a tug of war is a better way to put it. Buyers are constantly pulling that price down, while sellers are trying to yank it back up. This dance, this tug of war, it doesn't go on forever. It eventually finds a balance point called equilibrium. This is that sweet spot where the amount buyers want to buy is exactly equal to the amount sellers want to sell. At this price, the market is cleared. No shortages, no leftovers, everyone's happy. Of course, the real world is never this tidy. Things happen. A new health trend goes viral. A factory has to shut down. The government changes a rule. Any of these things can interrupt the dance and cause that equilibrium price to shift all over again. Let's just look at two quick examples. Say a new health trend makes avocados incredibly popular. All of a sudden, way more people want them. Demand goes up and the price follows. Or what if a bad harvest means there are fewer avocados to go around? Well, the supply decreases, and guess what? The price also goes up.
Here's a perfect example of how just our expectations can shift the market. If there's a rumor that fuel prices are going to jump up next week, what happens? Everyone rushes to the gas station today. Demand skyrockets almost instantly, not because the price changed today, but because of what we think will happen tomorrow.
So why does any of this dance matter?
Because it's not just some theory you read in a textbook. This constant negotiation between all of us buyers and all of the sellers, well, it's the engine that drives the entire economy we live in.
This one simple idea explains why fuel gets so expensive during a shortage. Supply is way down. It explains why food is cheap after a great harvest. Supply is way up. It's why a brand new iPhone costs a fortune when it first comes out. Demand is through the roof. This theory is the engine behind inflation, the stock market, and even major government decisions.
So, the next time you see a price change, don't just see a number. See the story behind it. See that dance between millions of buyers and thousands of sellers. Every single price tag is a message. The question is, now that you know the language, what story is your market telling you?